Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another HPower's 4 replay. Spawn bottom or just left side as the magenta Abbasid Dynasty, we have a foreign name. On the right side as the blue roost, we have Zanmato. Let's see now. First, since we have a roost player on the field, let's back out of Cast of Vision, select the roost position so we can see the trade bounties. Roost versus Abbasid. Abbasid has some of the best economic benefits in the game through the Golden Age Tier 1 benefit, giving 15% of resource collection for all villagers. I have to make that distinction because there's access to some fishing boats. The Roost has a lot of good benefits as well. Probably I'll rate it, the Roost and the English and the Abbasid, probably top 3, I would say. The Roost has access to a little bit extra gold income through the hunting cabins. Get some gold upon killing out some of the wildlife, as well as with the trade bounties. As they start getting leveled up, you get more food collection as you start going. Most of the time, players usually get tier 2, and I can't highlight this and select over and mouse over it. It also improves the gold generation hunting cabins. Gold hunting cabins became a useful source of gold collection when you get tier 3, which is very hard to get that. You usually have to go up to high trade house. And of course they do have the 40 or 20% extra wood drop off based on if they're near a wooden fortress, which the Kremlin does count as one, and so it's likely and the Kremlin's pretty much by default, so just assume they will get that by default. There's a lot of usable wood here, so highly likely we will see the Kremlin. Now, when it comes to fishing benefits, the Roost has something unique, the Lord of Fishing Boats, which will allow you to collect fish without the need of a drop-off point. Generally, I say on this map, 2 is a soft cap in order to collect, when it comes to regular fishing boats, 2 is a soft cap in order collecting up the deep sea fish. 3 allows you to withdraw some, and 4 is I generally view as overfishing, and loaded fishing boats count as 2. So I think this is what I would consider as overfishing. I would recommend players with regular fishing boats only do 3. We do have 3 here, good. I don't want to see any more right there, and he has actually got second dock out. Perfect. I like to see somebody who has the same mindset as myself. And so this fish will last them for the majority of the game. It will generate just enough, so it should last them a significant amount of time, to say the least. How much time? I can't really say. So this one particularly right here, since it's so close to dock, I'll probably actually recommend 2. 3 is good. 3, like I mentioned beforehand, 2 will hit a soft cap, 3 will hit a good way to draw some extra food as well. Now then, with the economic benefits covered, let's go ahead and talk about feudal age units. We do of course have the Kremlin out as mentioned earlier. The Roost has access to one unique feudal age unit, the Early Knight. The Early Knight is of course a good heavy cap, not as strong as the Royal Knight, not having those little extra benefits, but still all-around good solid unit. The Abbasid player does have access to the Camel Archer, which could be useful to help debuff the Early Knights, as well as, honestly, there's a lot of research that they can get in the barracks as well, such as Phalanx. Phalanx would be especially good for those Early Knights as well, something I always forget to mention. So the Abbasid player does have access to some powerful items. Ooh, fast castle. Extraordinarily fast castle for the Roost. I don't think I've ever seen Roost getting this fast of a castle. Oh, it looks like there is some traversable water here. So, and good thing about with the Roost, with the traversable water here, he can send these fishing boats out. Oh, even that's traversable as well. Getting pretty lucky with that. It's really hit or miss whether or not if you can actually traverse that, but it looks like the Roost is able to traverse that area, allowing him to get the fishing boats on all the shore fish. This may not be traversable here, but this will allow him to get a excellent amount of food income, and he does not have to spend the extra wood on additional docks. And which he may have this a little bit overfishing here. You can see he's already halfway depleted. You can see the 3 here in comparison. It's about roughly the same, but that's a shorter drop off. We got 4 here. Oh no, he managed to squeeze the ship all the way around and got out a arrow ship. And now we got a fast castle for the Abbasid player as well. And we got the knight upgrade, upgrading the early knights to regular knights. You may not be able to traverse this area. Yeah, it looks like you can't traverse there anymore. Huh, it has Z's there like if it was a villager. Guess it's something weird to Lloyd is. Oh, looks like he does manage to squeeze on through. Wait, this stuff is usually not you're able to squeeze through like this. But he's able to squeeze through. Huh. Is something unique about lotus ships where they can squeeze through this land a little bit better? Not sure. We also got, and something I like to do on this map as well, I put 2 in the deep sea fish, and then put 1 the shore fish, and then queue it up to go to the deep sea fish once the shore fish is claimed as well. It's a great way to get everything sorted up. And look at that, the Springbolt ship can't enter through there. Is there something unique about the lotus ships where they can sneak through the corners like this? I have no idea. Now he's going for the arrow slit. It'd probably be just fine to go for just an arrow ship. The arrow slit does cost a bit of wood, I suppose that is a bit cheaper. But a arrow ship may still generally be a bit better because it provides some shore bombardment later on if necessary. Plus a bit more expensive. Military wings almost researched for the Abbasid player, and he sees all these knights going for mass camel rider appears to be pretty good. I'm not sure what ship died right there, but the AR slits will get some good damage here. The problem as well, the loader ship can just back off of the region and design for the next fishing ships to hit. We got a single spearman here. Multiple spearmen not here, trying to get this one villager. He's taking a lot of bit damage there, focused on the spearmen, but taking a lot of hits. These guys are only hardened spearmen, not veteran spearmen. And now we've got the free camel riders push away forward. The free camel riders do bonus damage to cavalry. Some of these villagers are going to get hit. The villagers are actually body blocking the knights a little bit. These knights are dancing around forwardly. When the early knights or regular knights do go down, the other one gets killed off as well. And do the poor pathing to lose knights get killed off. We have an arrow slit here. A bunch of roost palisade walls here. Very good. And now we do have the roost player eyeing for some relics. More villagers, of course. Looking for more knights. Takes out the scout. Let's see. I backed out of the castle vision. He is at 310, so he does have enough for tier 2. Both 4, I believe, are still alive, so that can give him a quick 150, making him very close to getting up to tier 3 grade bounties. We got a good number of knights here. I would like to see more spearmen as well as more camel riders. He's going for lancers. Camel riders do cost 220. They do have some good blacksmith research. If you see a blacksmith on the field, I always need to take a better look at those blacksmith research. The warrior monk has picked up the relic there. We'll see bonus damage from these camel riders. Camel riders don't move all too quickly. Same speed as the warrior monk. The warrior monk uses a combat sprint out of there. Spear not push way forward. Does get some good damage here. Got some shore bombardment from the arrow ship. They'll have a bit of trouble with the higher pierce armor than the knights. Has 4 pierce armor, and this only has 6 damage times the 5 arrows. But still does actually some decent damage there. And we'll start slowly rolling down. We do have some lancers in the field. I disagree with the lancers. He really should eye more camel riders. We got composite bow being researched. I highly disagree that he knows his opponent just going for mass knight. It's probably a good idea not to go for archers. Looks like he's not wanting to engage the lance knights with his camels. Got some spearmen here. Just get a charge attack there. Spearmen do get some good hits there. Knights being ran around. Camels, proper focus fire. Maybe I'll win that fight. We got some handful of archers moving forward. This camels currently just have no pierce armor whatsoever. He has no blacksmith research. May not have a blacksmith even researched. And he went for the cultural wing. He has not gotten the economic wing just yet. Let's see. Villagers drop off at 8% more resources. Does not affect fishing boats. Oh, still got an idea to go for the economic weekend for his Imperial Age because of the various economic benefits. Fishing boats are nice and all, but you still require other resources. Archers getting some damage there. Some of the camels are going to get hit. More lancers being brought field. They do have 4 pierce armor. These archers currently have 8 damage, so they will do okay damage versus these lancers. But opponent has not deployed out any blacksmith for research. Got this stone being fucked up. Looks like the Roost player may be eyeing for additional town center. He may need to get the militia out. Does have 16 militia ready to be called in. More lancers pushing forward. Sees more knights. He really should eye for more camels. He does actually have a 3rd camel in the field. And has a good number of spearmen as well. Very good. Spearmen are good. Some of those knights took some pretty sizable hits there. Warrior Monk does go down as well. Currently 3 relics claimed up by blue. Got more knights here, more archers. Camels are exceedingly looking nicer. They don't have any pierce armor at the moment, but they don't receive any bonus damage for the archers. They do have a nice health total as well. They actually have a pretty good health total at 270. In comparison to Lancers, they have 270 versus 230. So the lack of armor are actually mitigated by the extra health. You have some crossbows not being applied to the roofs, and it makes Camel Riders even more effective, honestly. Camel Rider does go down there, hitting some spearmen there. Lancers do get some charges. And now this one's starting to fall back. You may want to leave the spearmen to fight and the Gilon. Gilon, since this moment in time, are probably not a good idea. Second town center has been pulled up the roots, eyeing for additional line of walls there. That says he can't finish off either of these two. And there is actually a magenta dock here somehow. Magenta's now eyeing for a relic, and the last remaining relic is right here. So Magenta should be able to secure up 2.
حان وقت العمل. ألديك شيء للإطلاق عليه؟ ماذا لديك لأفعل؟ ماذا لديك لأفعل؟
Got a good number of knights here, has some crossbows and archers as well. He is trying to go for an outpost, as well as a house. Do we see a blacksmith researching? Yep, we do have blacksmith. We go for some camel handling. Go for camel rider shields, give them +3 armor. And that one does, that palisade wall does go down. He has a good number of spearmen here. There's not a whole lot of archers here. Crossbows, of course, still can outrange spearmen. He may not have phalanx research either. Don't know if I've seen that being researched. He does not appear to have phalanx research at the moment. And now got the massive wave militia advancing forward. Magenta may want to get this gold mine abandoned for the time bit frame. Does get inside the tower there, and inside the town center as well, so there's a good amount of arrows now firing away. Got a good number of crossbows blocked by the Abbasid player as well. Militia still push way forward. Now this is firing away. If you focus down these camel riders, or not camel riders, knights, should be fine. The town centers and the power arrows will finish off the rest. Now they're being recast onto the line. Does have this gold secure, so maybe I secure the gold. Does have a bit of stone as territory as well. The Roost player. Actually, a good number of gold deposits down here, so both player needs to eye it. Got 2 gold deposits pretty close to each other right here. Good for the Abbasid player. The Abbasid player has a usable amount of gold within its borders. The Roost player has a usable amount of gold in its sphere of influence. which is different than secured in his borders. Now going for Mangonel, that's going to be a very good item at this moment in time, but it's far from being completed. Especially when you get inside these towers. Some are actually running into this tower, which is not good, and they all get gunned down. The Abbasid player does have more villagers, since he had a second town center earlier. Does back off, going for a fortified outpost. Honestly, another arrow slip would be just fine. He's been finding a large number of archer force. And now do you have the Mangonel upon field? Very good. He almost has enough to go for more Mangonels because I'm from a handful of archers and the veteran archer research. They only camel riders, not camel archers. Let's go to curious about that. So now cropping being collected. You can see here, this fishing deposit has plenty of fish still remaining. Oh, here, this one's probably close to depletion. Yes, it is. Mangonel, a little bit bulky right there. It does fire a shot. Almost reloaded. Movement just seems a little bit weird. Eye for the sacred site up here. Very nice. This one's captured up by the Roost player. And Magenta has picked up both those relics as predicted. Siege Workshop not being put on the field. Maybe eyeing for a Spring Gold. Battery Rams wouldn't hurt at this moment in time, but probably a Spring Gold to engage that Mangonel. Oh, a Battery Ram or two to hit over here as he starts advancing up here wouldn't be half bad. Now do you get survival techniques being researched? He has not claimed up these forest puffers there, nor this one. Now going for camel shields. I think he realized going for camels wouldn't be that bad. Got horsemen here as well. Yeah, AXC looks like mass camels would be a good counter. Spring Gold in place with there. This full outcropping's almost depleted. He makes one abandoned now. And he's headed for this one up here. Does have a good number of spearmen here. Does get a bullet into the horseman. Not a great target for the Mangonel, but does do some damage. Mangonel needs to be mainly targeted towards the various archer forces here. We got some Gilons in the mix as well, but there's too many crossbows for Gilons to do much work. And now, since he is advanced forward, he got overran by the horseman trying to get to the Mangonel and the archer line. Horseman now hitting another crossbows. Camel here is fighting the camel on ease, debuffing all nearby horsemen and other cavalry. Almost all the horsemen are down. The Mangonel has gone down. He's good number of archers here. Composite archers will be very useful. Now this camel's being overran by the militia. The Duke Lone San Francisco cavalry. Some horsemen are here. Got one Spring Gold here to help engage any additional Mangonels, which is not going to be fighting at the moment. Gold Hoss has been cleaned on up. Looks like the Abbasid player will hold the line. This gold deposit is another one he still needs to claim up. He could go for a bit of stone and pull on a keep over here. His opponent only to destroy two landmarks, the House of Wisdom and the Council here. Campbell push way forward, as well as Lancers. They found an opportunity to counterattack. Successful force here. The Roost players now eyeing to pull out keep. Both players have similar civilian count. Blue has killed more civilians. Trade wing now going on up, so it's designed to age up now. Trying to rebuild some of these palisade walls. One way to disabling the OBS stream. The preview at least. Yeah, stream. He has goes with walls, barring this little gap there. Camels pushing forward, does can't leaves on some walls there. Trying to push forward, trying to stop those villagers building. Deposit bowman getting some great damage done. Spearman push way forward. These are mass crossbows, there's no archers here. So the crossbows won't do any additional damage. Camel riders are here. Magno could be overrun by the camel riders. These forces are starting to fall on the back. Camels right now will be highly effective as these horsemen. The camels are being focused down by the crossbows. They may not be a direct counter, but they can still at least put some hurt on. Horsemen are able to overrun those horses, went up that hill, and got themselves cornered right there. This area is just a big choke point. Deceptively a choke point, but it's a giant choke point. So all the villagers have gone down to build that keep. He is trying for more military units. There's a way for villagers to push way forward, trying to build up the keep. And now the other trade wing going up, which will give him a handful of free traders. Which there is no marked within his borders or trade posts. This one is here. Those traders will have to be idle. I'm not sure why he went for that and not economic, because I have no idea how he's going to make use of these traders. He could trade like up here, down here with those free traders, but it's not really that useful, and everything else is just associated with trade, so I'm not sure why he went for that. He really should have gone for economic, in my opinion. Straightforward. Mangonel does find a small hit there. There's now 2 Mangonels deployed on the field. The fortified spring gold outpost does go down, so this village should go down, trying to collect that gold. Mangonel's now firing away. 2 spring golds to push away forward as well, so he has adequate protection versus any counter spring gold. Now he's eyeing for a whole burn. It's expensive. This receives some hits there. These forces will push away forward. A bit of damage over there. More archers being put on the field. They will, of course, do with the elite horse upgrading right now doing 10 damage. These horsemen right now has 5 pierce armor, so they do decent damage with this horseman. Shows those Mangonels causing big problems right now. And thanks to their composite bow, they'll get some good damage there on every good rate of fire on everything. Now there's a Culverin on field. House of Wisdom seems to fire there, does dodge those Mangonel shots. Culverin fires. Takes out one of the spring golds, taking out his own counter spurs. Both spring golds are now down. Composite bowmen are hitting the crossbows. Culverin nails the Mangonel. He's trying to hit the town center. He still has additional town center here, so he has villager production. Mangonel goes down as well, allowing the composite bowmen to push on forward. The House of Wisdom has taken a bit of a beating, eyeing for the camel support upgrade. Horseman now pushing forward. He is lacking spear in this region, and there's camel riders pushing forward. Which reduce the damage output of these horsemen as well as even the bonus damage as well. The composite bowmen just simply don't have enough escort. We've got some Gilons pushing forward, which will be used versus the horsemen. More spearing may be better though, since there's so many crossbows. There goes camel riders. This one's gonna get cleaned up. He's trying to go Campbell support. Does get completed. Also wasn't gonna go down. He's not gonna need anything from the 810 soon. So it is expendable. Though this primary counselor doesn't have much health, and this is his primary buffer. Boss Bowman and Gilons will push way forward. Gilons will get quickly killed off by the spring golds. Culverin can push on forward, hit that the spring gold. The Culverin is still the Culverin did go down. So the first one did his job, took out some kind of dead powerful units there. Council starts taking fire. If that goes down, he loses. These villagers are repairing up immediately. There's villagers on the inside. He needs to evacuate them, get them repaired up. There are 5 trebuchets here. Now bringing out all the villagers to repair up this town center, but maybe too late. One more volley of rocks, and that thing's down. One more, and there's the next rock. Oh, he saves it this time. There's 2 more rocks there, and that's game. This Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.